I'm trash talking?
Not really, no.
Ah, that's...
What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Chaos the Undying back with another video of Friday the 13th. I'm here with a special guest today. His name is Tasker, but he goes by the name of the King of Rebellion.
Hello. Hello, it's me. Hello. Hello.
So, tell me, what came up with the idea with the name?
Well, I am the King of Rebellion. I am the cover star and the cover boy of RWA. I carry RWA on my shoulders. I mean, I'm the most popular and well-respected superstar here, so I feel like it's only right. So.
Really? Well, I thought that would have been Chaos.
No, it's me. So, I mean, I have faced Chaos multiple times, and I've won all of the matches. So it's just, you know, it's quite clearly me.
I thought you didn't you only have one match with him? "12 matches? Yeah, but you also have to remember too, he's also an outsider that came in because he's really close friends with Holy and Jello and all that. Oh, really?
For the zero overall, I feel like I should be more respected than what I am. And I feel like it's a disgrace how I haven't won a championship yet while I'm using a zero overall. I'm sure you can agree with me here, right?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you felt that, you know, if, like I said, with everything that's going on and all that, the new shakeup and all that, that your time will be coming pretty soon.
I mean, that is true, but I've been in RWA the same amount as superstars like Mason Bowen, like Joker, and still they've accomplished more than me. And the fact I haven't even had a contendership, I feel disappointed. I mean, I've been here the same time as superstars like Zion, Mason Bowen, Joker. I mean, I was in
Zion, wasn't that the one that was trying to rip off the whole Chaos character look gimmick?
Yeah, Zion's never really been a good RWA superstar. I mean, he had to try and copy another great superstar to try and get his career going. It didn't go well for him.
Oh, you were talking about him trying to copy the whole Chaos look, huh?
It just didn't suit him. I mean, it suits Chaos more. Clearly.
Of course, of course. Have you ever talked to that man? That man is fucking demonic and sadistic as shit.
I mean, I want to stay away from him. So I mean, it's a safer option. I mean, I'm known for my work on the commentator and being a Hall of Famer. I'm not a wrestler. I did make an appearance in the RWA Rumble, and I eliminated Mason Bowen.
Yeah, I saw that. So, I don't know if you watched, but I watched RWA when Chaos first debuted.
Nice.
What did you think when he demolished Steve in 3 minutes and 16 seconds?
I mean, I heard about that when I was in the, in Rebel Grounds. I was in Rebel Grounds, I mean, I heard about the main roster. I mean, I didn't really get a chance to look at any of this because Mean Boy, the GM, refused to let me go to the main roster. I mean, it was a bit disgraceful. Well, I did see it. And, I mean, Steve, the thing with Steve is, I mean, he came down to Rebel Grounds. I mean, he got demoted from the main roster, right?
Yes.
I mean, and then he got demoted, and then he faced me on his debut, and I won. Just to make that clear.
Like I said, Steve's cool. I like Steve, but sometimes he can bite off more than he can chew. You know.
I don't know. I mean, at the start, me and Steve.
Yeah, true. But like I said, me and Steve, we reconciled. You know, we're cool with each other. We have no more problems with each other. Like I said, I like him. He's cool. But sometimes he bites off more than he can chew. You know.
I guess. I mean, I don't really have any issues with Steve now, but I mean, I guess. Can you give me an example? Can you explain?
The fact of the matter is, when Chaos debuted, he told him, "All right, you know what? I'll give you one more match. Win, lose, or draw, you take it, and you be on your way." He agreed. He lost. He wanted to continue to keep going and going and say, oh, he wanted a year-long rivalry with him, and the outcome would have still remained the same. That's why I said sometimes he bites off more than he can chew.
I don't know. I mean, I have seen he has held the Intercontinental Championship. I believe he is a former world champion.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he has a big name for himself.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's still part of the. I mean, he's still a big part of RWA today. I mean, he's had good opportunities. He's put on good matches. So I mean, he's definitely not an American superstar.
Total. So, what do you think about this whole new breed split? You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, to be fair, I've been watching New Breed, and well, back in the Rebel Grounds days, Mason Bowen and Zion got to leave Rebel Grounds to go to the main roster because they were joined with New Breed. The only issue with that is I never got the offer to join New Breed, and that's where I didn't like the New Breed. And I watched on for him. I mean, I challenged them for a 4-on-1, but the match was never allowed. But to be fair, I didn't mind New Breed as a group. I mean, Kelvin James was my favourite member. I mean,
yeah. Chet Lemon's a huge fan of Calvin James, but Calvin James has all that talent. He don't need to be held back by two people, you know?
I mean, the thing with Kelvin James...
I mean, don't get me wrong, DJ is an amazing talent. I think him and Calvin James would have made an awesome-ass tag team, you know? Yeah, like, I think they would have dominated the tag team division, to be 100% honest, you know?
I have one problem with this. When the New Breed were champions, they had to defend it against the Beatdown Clan, and representing New Breed was King K and Kelvin James.
Well, isn't King K the one that can't really fight fair? He has to use cheats and hacks to win?
Oh yeah, that's him. So it's a non-title match, and King K got eliminated first, as you'd expect, not really a shock. So then Kelvin James resulted to using a weapon to end the match by DQ. So then Holy rewarded Beatdown Clan with a title match. I mean, if I was Kelvin James in the situation, I would switch up my partner to one of the better New Breed members. But he kept King K for the title match, and they lost. I mean, in that situation, I would have chose a better New Breed.
Yes, if that was me, I would have chose straight up DJ. Because, like I said, DJ is a really good talent, too. I like him. Good man. Me and him had good one-on-one single fuck-around matches, you know?
Oh, yeah. I get you.
Yeah.
And Percy Owens is one of the better RWA superstars. I mean, former breakout champion. I mean, he's put on good matches.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, I've watched some of his matches. I mean,
so, how do you feel about an outsider like Chaos coming in and making a name for herself?
I mean, to be fair, I'll say a bit more of a surprise. I mean, I wasn't expecting Chaos.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Chaos. I mean, the thing with Chaos. I mean, did he ever make an appearance at Rebel Grounds?
No, him and Holy actually known each other from another promotion, and they became almost like brothers, basically.
I mean, I wanted to see Chaos and Rebel Grounds because I mean, there was a lot of underrated talent, and I mean, to face a veteran like Chaos, I mean, that would elevate their careers. I mean, Chaos is one of the better RWA superstars.
Yes, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know a lot about him, but he was a world champion everywhere he went, you know. But it seems like right now he's just trying to not really be part of the main event scene. He's actually trying to help push talent and all that, as you see.
I have noticed. I believe the last match for Tyrant, I believe, wasn't it Tyrant beating Death Metal? Was it Black Metal?
Yes.
I mean, I had the honour to commentate that match. In my opinion, I thought it was a pretty decent match. I mean, two of the best RWA has to throw hands. I mean, it's an honour to commentate as per usual.
Oh yeah, totally. But honestly, the match that I enjoyed of Chaos's was him and Calvin James. That was a good hour and 30-minute match when he first came to RWA.
I mean, to face Kelvin James in your early stages of a career, I mean, that's always got to put pressure on someone.
Yes.
Kelvin James is extremely talented and technically.
Yes, and basically, pushing Calvin James to his limit.
Oh yeah, putting Kelvin James to his limit's hard.
Yes.
To be fair, this is the leader. Kelvin
Yes.
James is one of the smartest RWA superstars.
Make them suffer like
Kelvin James is still invisible in the legacy.
Yes.
I'm not sure how did he do at WrestleFest? Sorry, not WrestleFest, but how did he do at WrestleMania?
Oh yeah, totally. He didn't really like I said, Chaos. He was dealing with financial problems at the time during Rebelmania, which, as much as he didn't want to drop that breakout title, he had no other choice because he was dealing with personal problems, you know?
Oh yeah. My thing with Kelvin James is that not only is he a superstar, but he also owns his own business now, am I right?
Yes.
I don't follow MCW as much as RWA. Can you tell me how that business is going?
Our NCW was something that Chaos had no interest in joining.
Chaos get the offer?
No. Mean Boy asked him just to piss off Elite, and he went over there for a little bit just to annoy Elite. That was pretty much it. Really didn't have a match.
Wait, did Chaos ever have a match? Or?
No, he was just over there to annoy Elite.
I mean, is there a reason for this? I mean, I feel like Chaos would have been one of the better MCW superstars.
Let's just say he's very picky about competition. If he feels like that there's no good competition, or if he feels like there's cheap players over there, he won't join. Because as you see, he's one of the most fairest players that RWA has.
But the thing with it is, I don't know if you've ever thought, but wouldn't you say that RWA and MCW have a lot of similar people?
Somewhat, yes, but some of the rules are a little bit more stricter than others. There's some that I agree with, and that I don't agree with.
You can give me an example?
The whole thing with the whole running into the ropes to dodge getting hit, I felt was cheap.
So you'd argue that Holy's a better leader when it comes to management than you was?
Like I said, I've known Holy for a while. I trust him. He was GM from a company where I was at, and he actually got the position from me when I lost the position. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't happy about it, but I saw how he was able to run things, and it was actually pretty cool.
I mean, I will be fair. I mean, I've never really had an issue with Holy up until how I feel now. I mean, how would you recommend someone with a 0 overall to make a name for themselves?
Find a match that you're really good at and just totally dominate.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been a sort of a table specialist. I mean, Rebel Grounds was the main place where I competed at. And I went 12-0 in tables matches, and I won the Rebel Grounds World Championship and the tag titles. And then when Rebel Grounds died, all the Rebel Grounds athletes came up to the main roster. And then when I came to the main roster, there was a lot of talent to compete with, and I never really got the chance to make a name for myself. I mean, I had a couple of matches. I had a live event match against Slasher, a tables match where I won. I had a match against the GM, Holy, but the match failed to record and the match was never seen. I ended up winning that match. But apart from that, I've never really had the chance to have a match or make a name for myself, and that's where I don't think it's fair.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, I know when Chaos came over to Rebellion, he rebuilt the Cult of Chaos. The 4 members that he felt that were really close to him, and the one that he personally trained himself was Thurman, even though Thurman would never admit it.
I mean, Miles Thurman right now is the biggest, baddest superstars in RWA.
Well, no, I'm just saying, how'd you feel about seeing the Cult of Chaos just in the 53 world titles altogether through just the 4 of them?
I mean, to be fair, I've never really had known too much with Miles. I mean, I know that Miles is a monster of a man. Just know that he's one of the biggest superstars that RWA has. I know at one point he had some sort of linkage to the New Breed,
Yeah.
I mean, what happened there? I mean, New Breed,
They deserve
Yeah.
to die, Jason.
After Zion left
Make
in
them
injuries,
suffer.
I'm pretty sure his replacement was Miles Furman. It was a shock to most people.
Yeah, but honestly, in my eyes, I felt that Miles, that would have held Miles back. To be all honest and to be all fair.
I mean, didn't Miles end up winning the Alpha Omega World Championship with Newbury?
Not that I know of. I don't know, but I know now that he's on Rebellion.
Was that after the Superstar Shakeup?
Yes.
How do you think he would do on Rebellion? Because he did hold, I believe, the World Championship on Alpha Omega.
Yes.
I mean, how do you think he'll do in Rebellion? Do you think he'll shine as well as he did in Alpha Omega? Or...
Oh yeah, totally. Especially with his teacher always breathing down his neck. He's always trying to outshine his teacher.
I mean, that's a good thing. I mean, when a
Yes.
competitor are so much competition,
Yes.
I mean, it strives them to be better than what they are.
Oh yeah,
of course,
totally.
that always will be determined. But another thing I feel like helping him is his size. I mean, his height, his size advantage over most other athletes in the RWA roster.
Yes, but he can be put away pretty easily too.
I mean, I have seen that, but I've also seen matches. I believe I've seen a triple threat of him. I believe it was Miles Furman versus Hair Metal, versus Jello, I believe.
Yeah.
In a triple threat elimination style. And in it, I mean, Hair Metal and Jello are two of the best RWE superstars. I mean, Jello and Hair Metal are both very smart, quick-paced, good in the ring.
Yes.
In that match, I'll be willing to say that Furman was absolutely dominating the competition. Quite
Yes.
comfortable. I mean, I've seen matches where he's been the most dominant there is. So from what I know of him, he's a really good wrestler.
Oh yeah, totally. Well, if the Cult of Chaos does reform by any chance, or sometime in the near future, you think they will give you an open invitation?
I mean, to be fair, I would accept, because, I mean, not only is it a massive group, I mean, it's one of the most dominant groups RWA's ever seen.
Yes.
I mean, if I got the invitation, of course.
Even though they fought the New Breed and the two members of the Cult of Chaos weren't on at the time when they had their match, if that would have happened, I think the outcome would have been a little bit different.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, is there any news on the Cult of Chaos reuniting, or?
No, but you know, you never know. You never know with Chaos. That's the thing. If he feels like bringing it back, he'll bring it back. You know.
Want to hurt you, Jason.
Ah.
Don't let them.
I mean, do you think that? I mean, how would you describe the RWA tag team division at the moment?
If they do reunite and start running amok in the tag team division.
If they join the tag team division, how would you think the other teams will match?
Well, the other teams would be in for a rude awakening.
I mean, we do have teams that the Cult of Chaos have never faced before. I mean, like the Beatdown Clan.
Yes,
like
true,
Cryptic.
but you also have to remember them four alone are well-organized machines. They won't tag for almost 2 years straight and fucking just come back and be a fucking force to be reckoned with.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, the thing with Cryptic and Beatdown Clan is they are a lot younger than the Cult of Chaos, would you agree?
Yes, they may be a lot younger, but are they more smarter and willing to push to the distance like the Cult of Chaos does? Because as you see, the Cult of Chaos has no means of getting downright mean and nasty with their competition.
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, the thing with it is, I mean, as they've never faced the teams like Cryptic and Beatdown Clan, I mean, I feel like it would be a good fight, and I feel like their fans would want to see that. Fans would want to see matches like that. I mean, it'd bring a lot more. It'd bring a lot more to the RWA shows. And there's so many matches that could potentially happen.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, who would be the two starters for Cult of Chaos?
Well, as you know, the leader himself, Chaos, you know how he is. You see when he normally fights how sadistic that man is.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, would we mix it up? Would it be the same two starters every week?
Oh yeah, totally.
Would the numbers game be used against other teams?
And the other person would be Black Metal, which is Black Metal and Chaos are like really close. They're almost like brothers in a way.
Oh yeah, I mean, I understand that. And would you say that the Cult of Chaos are the most prized group in RWA? I mean, how many times is it that they've won the units?
Well, yeah, if they reunite and all that, they would be a total powerhouse, I think. And especially if they keep their original 4 members, which was Chaos, Black Metal, Jello, and Miles.
I mean, I'm pretty sure right now that Jello and Black Metal are highly involved with management in RWA. I mean, could management favour the Cult of Chaos?
That would happen, but Chaos, like I said, he's one of the most fairest players. And like I said, if he feels like something's not going to go right, he'll say it, even if it causes heat to himself.
I mean, isn't Chaos another superstar? Very, one of the taller superstars that gives him an advantage, a longer reach, would you say?
Totally, and not only that, you see the shit he pulls off. He does shit you don't expect that man to do.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I mean, in a way, you wouldn't describe him as someone like Kelvin James.
No, he's in his league of his own with him. You know, every RWA member is in a league of their own. They all have their perks and their flaws, their pluses and their negatives. You know.
No, I mean, everyone has the positives and the negatives. But do you think there's any superstars at the moment that you feel like could be champions that have the opportunity to be a champion? Looking at the current roster of RWA.
Yeah, totally.
But is there any superstars in particular?
I know for a while when the Cult of Chaos was thinking about returning, they were thinking about having DJ leave New Breed to come join the cult. That would have been a big surprise for him, for everyone.
Percy Owens is one of your favorites still?
Oh yeah, totally. Percy Owens earned my respect in just a fuck around match.
What is it about him that you like?
His cutthroat style that he has. And that will of not giving up, even if he's outnumbered or if he gets screwed over, he's still willing to fight.
I mean, looking at Percy Owens, he was the #1 draft pick for Rebellion.
Oh yeah, totally.
And he faced Alpha Omega's #1 pick, that being Adam Alexander. Percy Owens did end up winning that.
Yes.
I mean, Percy Owens, just from his matches, his style, you can see he is one of the best RWA superstars.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, not only this, but Percy Owens is a lot. When the New Breed were around, I'd say he was one of the more smaller superstars. And compared to superstars like Thurman, I mean, Percy Owens is one of the smaller superstars, and he held his own very well.
Oh yeah, totally.
He used his agility to his advantage. That's one thing I did like about him.
Yes, that was another thing that I liked about him too. Oh, this motherfucker's being a smartass now.
What would you say, made Percy Owens' career? Would you say the breakout title elevated it?
Yes, I think that's what it was.
How long? I mean, he held on to it for a long time, and he faced a lot of opposition.
Oh yeah, totally.
I believe he lost it to Black Metal.
Yes.
Of course, Black Metal is one of the best superstars RWA had, former member of Cult of Chaos, correct?
Yes.
I mean, and technically, Cult of Chaos defeated Percy Owens that night.
Yes.
In the last man standing match. A very good match.
Yes, it was, and I saw that match. That was an amazing freaking matchup.
I mean, most matches with superstars such as Black Metal and Percy Owens are always going to be a 5-star match.
Yes.
I mean, that's what we expect from superstars like that nowadays.
Yes, totally.
So not too much of a shock there.
Oh no, yeah, total. And then when what was it? Black Metal was the breakout champion. He got dethroned by the man that considers him almost like a brother and the leader of the Cult of Chaos, Chaos itself. Was that a shocking? Was that a shock for everybody, or was everybody kind of expecting that?
I'd say, to be fair, a 50-50 match.
Yes.
I mean, there's no real too shock to it, I wouldn't say. I mean, I would say 50-50.
Yeah, totally. You know,
That's
they like I said, them two, when they get in the ring, they damn near try to kill each other. But at the end of the day, they still have massive amount of respect for each other.
I mean, that's one thing we want to see. We want to see a rivalry. We want a superstar. We want to see superstars give it their all.
Yes.
That's what RWA is all about.
Yes, totally.
But
Now, now with the Beatdown Clan, is it just going to remain two people, or is it going to actually become a faction?
The thing with Beatdown Clan is, I mean, well, current members, Joker and Bruce Owens. I mean, is there any other members? Is Michael Corey part of Beatdown Clan?
Not that I know of.
Alright, but I mean, I heard there was rumours of that, but I may have been wrong there. And, well, looking with Michael Corey, I mean, and the Beatdown Clan.
Michael Corey, he is a young kid, amazing talent. Just
I mean, don't you think?
the thing Chaos doesn't like about him is his goddamn squeaky voice. That's the only thing he does not like about him.
I have listened to Michael Corey's promo packages, and to be fair, he does sound one of the youngest. He does sound like one of the youngest RWA superstars,
yes.
and I believe it is the youngest RWA
yes.
superstar.
But
I mean, that doesn't come as much of a shock.
The thing that came to a shocker was Chaos basically having Lego like a little brother. He calls him the little dude and all that, you know. That was a shocker to him.
I mean, I'd imagine so, but one thing I want to talk about is what type of superstar do you think would suit the Beatdown Clan? Do you think Michael Corey suits the team? Giving a love opportunity to make.
Honestly, me, in my opinion, I would have to say Trash. Trash would fit in with them perfect.
The American Trash?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know if I could agree with that. I mean, I've always seen Trash as more of a solo competitor. Doesn't get along with superstars.
Yeah, he's like Chaos, but you know, when it comes down to it, you know, he finds the right people, he'll run away with it. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I do agree with you there. I think I would have to go for one of the lesser used stars. Someone like Jacob X, maybe. I mean, do you have any thoughts on Jacob X? I mean, he was involved with the Alpha Omega.
Did anyone else get away?
Oh yeah, totally.
And there are a lot of lesser used RWA superstars that I feel like would suit it.
Oh yeah, totally.
RWA is a stacked roster.
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, I feel like it'd be a better chance to get some of the lesser known talent involved.
Yes, but with you, do you think that Chaos should stop pushing the younger talent and start focusing on being that major threat again that he was when he first came in, or what?
I mean, at the moment, I feel like it's better. I mean, if Chaos were to return and to get involved with becoming more of a threat, I feel like the younger talent won't get as much of an opportunity. I don't think anyone has the skill level or the experience to beat Chaos. So in a way, I mean, I feel like it'd be an unfair advantage to the other superstars.
Yeah, but like Chaos says, he's the main eventer that doesn't mind being in the mid card division. You know.
I mean, what matches are there that you'd like to see Chaos compete with? I mean, are there any superstars today?
Honestly, with this shakeup that happened, I would like to see him and actually Thurman go back at it, because they used to have some fights.
I mean, I did see that, but I mean, how about I was looking at someone like Beast.
I'm sorry, I saw that match with Beast and he just kind of ran all over Beast.
I mean, do you think it might have been a one-off? Beast wasn't ready, Beast wasn't expecting it?
Yeah, Beast couldn't handle how unpredictable Chaos is. That's a major flaw when people fight Chaos is you never know what you're going to get with him. He's unpredictable.
Do you think Beast didn't? Do you think Beast didn't study enough for the match? You think
It's not that he didn't study. I don't think that he had the mental skills or the dexterity to actually keep up with them.
But now that Beast has faced him, you think, I mean, if they were to rematch, toe to toe, you think it'd be a different match?
To be honest, no.
Would you think it'd be a one-sided match?
Pretty much, yeah.
I mean, I feel like, have you been watching Beast recently? I mean, what you've been up to? How you doing in
I saw his WrestleMania match, and like I said, I give that kid massive amount of respect now. He's earned my respect for the whole Vader situation.
I mean, how did you feel about that? Was that I mean, looking at the WrestleMania, what was the most match you were excited to watch? If you had to say one.
To be 100% honest, the Black Metal versus Josh Anderson.
I feel like I have to disagree with these. I mean, there are a lot of good matches. I mean, how long was the pay-per-view running for?
That I don't know, but I know that there was 8 parts to it.
I heard Jello mention 7 hours.
Probably was 7 hours.
I hope I'm doing this right.
I mean, 7 hours of talent. I mean, I don't see many other shows putting off such extreme measures.
Oh no, totally.
That is impressive. I mean,
yes. But you've also commentated some of Chaos's matches. Do you see any flaws or like something like flaws in his style of wrestling or what?
I mean, well, to be fair, I don't think any wrestler is perfect. I mean, at the heat of the moment in a match, I feel like any mistakes can happen at any time.
True.
I mean, not as many with Chaos as he is used to. As he is used to fighting big matches. I mean, he's experienced with it, unlike some of the other superstars.
Yes.
I mean, I have watched some of Chaos's matches. I don't know what I have to say my favourite is. Maybe the match against Black Metal.
The Black Metal match. That was a good match, but like I said, I'm sticking with the whole Mean Boy versus Chaos. Because if you're able to push Calvin James to his limit, then you could tell that you're not an easy pushover, you know?
I mean, you could argue that Kelvin James isn't on the level of Black Metal. I believe that Black Metal has a victory over Kelvin James.
He's beat him in a solo one-on-one. But out of every other time, I think Calvin James was the one that took it.
Holy shit, it started!
I mean, you think it's that Kelvin James is a lot younger than Black Metal? His speed, his size, his and manipulation skills? I mean, what is it that Kelvin James has that Black Metal doesn't?
Like I said, I like Calvin James. He's good, great talent, and same thing with Black Metal, great talent. But the fact of the matter is, I think Calvin James wanted it more. He was more hungry, like he had something to prove.
I would agree with that. But how about looking at the situation now? I mean, looking at the Rebel Mania, who is the current world champion?
Calvin James is right now.
I believe that he won at WrestleMania, correct?
Yes.
I mean, it shows how good he is. I mean,
yes.
Who else is in the match? Wasn't it Percy Owens?
It was Percy Owens and Garbage.
I mean, Percy Owens and Garbage. I'm pretty sure them two alone have had matches for the World Championship, right?
Yes. But honestly, my favorite match that I would have to say when I started watching RWA was the Garbage versus Jello match for the breakout title.
Garbage versus Jello for the breakout title.
Yes, at Midsummer Massacre.
I don't know if I'll have to agree with that. I mean, once again, a very good match.
Yes.
There's no questions with it. I mean, there have been a lot of good matches in RWA. I mean, I don't know what I would say is in the best match. I mean, there have been a lot. The RWA has been running for a long time.
Yes.
I mean, I'll have to go for possibly Chaos vs Kelvin James, maybe Chaos vs Black Metal, maybe Jello versus Furman versus Hair Metal.
Now there's one match I want to see that I think would be a great matchup, That would be Percy Owens versus Miles Thurman.
I feel like size advantage, you just catch up with Percy Owens.
Yeah, but you know, Percy Owens isn't a person that doesn't back down from size. He'll take you on no matter what size you are.
I'm aware of that, but Percy Owens ever faced anyone as big as Miles Thurman?
No.
I mean, I feel like he wouldn't. I don't think he'd be used to facing someone as big and strong. I mean, I'd say Thurman's one of the biggest and strongest and the baddest RWA has.
Yes.
Percy Owens has handled it. I feel like that would be the only issue. So I feel like, to be fair, I mean, I don't see Percy Owens getting anywhere close to beating Thurman. I mean, I've seen matches where Thurman's dominated more than one superstar. Yes. I mean, back in my, I don't commentate as much anymore about my Hall of Fame status. But when I did commentate, I commentated some of Thurman's matches. I mean, one of them was that triple threat match against Jello and Hair Metal. And them two superstars are very, very technically well gifted.
Yes.
The fact Miles Thurman could dominate them two superstars in the ring at the same time just shows how good he is. But I don't think Percy Owens would stand much with.
Yes. Totally.
I mean, how do you feel about that?
I honestly, like I said, Thurman was trained by Chaos himself. So if Chaos is willing to actually take somebody like Miles under his wing because he saw something in him, you could tell that Chaos was right with that, training him himself, you know?
I mean, when Chaos chose Thurman, is it something about Thurman that Chaos, liked?
Yes.
His size, his strength.
It was his determination. He was determined to be the best, just like Chaos was.
But wouldn't you describe Percy Owens as determined as well?
Oh yeah, like I said, here it's really stacked. It's hard to be the top guy when you have so many people that are that good that want to fight for the top prize. You know, you can't always have your top guys being the world champion because then it would get stale. You know, you can't keep having it going back. For example, like Black Metal and Miles. You can't keep having that major title go back to them two back and forth. After a while it gets stale, you know. You want to spice it up. You have other talent, you know, let them, they're just as hungry, you know, let them go and I'll let them run wild.
I do agree with you there, but that's one of the reasons I've never really been involved with much of the RWA action. I mean due to my overall, I've never really been able to compete with some of the talent that RWA has. Back in Rebel Grounds, the talent weren't as stacked as what it is now.
Yes.
That's why I've had to step down from my role as a wrestler.
Yes.
I've gone into commentating, and I've commentated over 15 shows. I've gone into backstage business, and I've earned the Hall of Fame status.
Oh yeah, totally.
I do make the often surprise entrance, such as the Rebel Rumble, where I eliminated Mason Bowen.
Yes.
And I made an appearance at Rebel Mania in the Battle Royale for the beautiful Kendrick Memorial.
Yes.
I do make the often appearance, and I do want to get back into wrestling.
But
at the moment, the roster stacks.
For me, honestly, my opinion is, I don't know if you saw when Chaos came back, he wrecked shop throughout RWA. You think maybe that's what you should have to do to get your point across?
But the only difference with that is the skill level. I mean, the thing with Lemon is, not only does he not have as much experience when it comes to wrestling. It's
not like I always got told, it's not the size, it's the size of the fight in the dog.
I mean, I would agree with that, but I just don't think Lemon is on the level of Chaos.
Yeah. Like I said, right now he's helping push in younger talent. I'm pretty sure that, you know, like I said, out of everybody that he would have fought, I'm pretty sure King K was the last person he wanted to drop that title to, you know.
Wait, you're talking about King K? Is King K a good superstar?
The way he plays, no, not at all. If you have to use glitches and hacks in order to win matches, that shows you have no true talent.
Give me an example of when King K's
That spinning back fist glitch.
Is it? Wait, I don't think I actually witnessed that. How did it work?
He did it, and then it just like continued. He hit you one time, and it just continued over and over and over and over and over again.
And he used it to gain the advantage over an opponent.
Yes, it was basically like almost a spam.
But apart from his cheating ways, I mean, how did he compete for that?
Well, like I said, with Chaos, he was dealing with personal problems, and he wasn't going to be able to. If he retained, he wasn't going to be able to keep the title. It was going to have to be vacated. So, what better way of not keeping the title for himself, not going on like a 7-8 month hiatus, not defending that title, when better way just to drop the title, because there was a person that he was willing to drop the title to.
Who's that?
And honestly, that would have had to been Mason Bowen if he was on Rebellion at the time. If not Mason Bowen, then he wouldn't have mind dropping it to somebody like, you know, Calvin James, or, you know, Jello, Black Metal, you know.
I mean, they are good options there.
Yes.
I mean, I won't lie. I mean, well, I want to commentate the best of Unholy Rewinds.
Yes.
And speaking of that, will there ever be a best of Chaos Rewinds?
I'm pretty sure there would be, because most of the rewinds would have to be between Chaos and Black Metal. Like I said, these two always try to rip each other's throats out, but as you see, the level of respect that them two have for each other is like really, really through the roof. They almost damn near consider each other brothers, even though they want to kill each other at times.
I mean, I do agree with that, but I mean, as commentating the best of Unholy Rewind, I mean, it was 3 parts of some of Unholy's best matches. I mean, do you think the best of Chaos Rewind will be a lot of Black Metal matches?
Most Black Metal matches, yes. Most of Dark Soul matches, too. But as you see, that name is kind of like banished in RWA. You know?
I mean, I was gonna say,
because of how he is and all that, you know, like I said, them two tore down the house in Rebel Mania, you know? That was
Wait, is there ever going to be another match, Dark Soul and Holy? Because I heard there's never really been a friendship there.
No, the fact of the matter is, Holy doesn't like Dark Soul because of the ego.
Is that real? This can't be real.
Ego?
He felt like, you know, that he was always better than everybody else, and when Holy was appointed GM at one time, he basically, at that time when Holy was appointed GM, me and him were current tag team champions under the Cult of Chaos, and I was also current reigning world heavyweight champion. And situation happened where he came back, fought me, and I basically had to drop that world title, or he had to fight Chaos, and Chaos had to drop that world title. And Black Metal will tell you, Chaos was on a hot streak for about a good 5-6 months when he won that world title. Nobody was able to dethrone him as champion.
Apart from Black Metal, what other matches, what other superstars would you say were as good as Black Metal?
Calvin James, actually.
So, I mean, would you say in the best of Chaos Rewind that be more of the older matches? It's like Calvin James, Black Metal.
Yeah, totally. Hell, even Chaos and Jello got into it quite a few times. Those two can never really kind of best each other, to be 100% honest. They're always about 50-50.
Well, I mean, with the names you're naming, these are more of the older RWA superstars. These are some of the most common RWA superstars at the moment. Like, people will consider RWA legends, I mean, if not RWA future Hall of Famers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you think there's any amateurs or lesser known talent you've had good matches with?
To be honest, Not really, because like I said, Chaos is one of them few that go off of basically the fact how you play. If he sees that you play cheap, he will not even bother a time of day to even step in the ring with you.
Wait, does Chaos recruit talent as well?
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, right now is the talent that Chaos is looking at introduced to RWA.
Oh yeah, somebody to take under Chaos's wing, or Chaos to take under his wing to show him the ropes, like how they did, like how he did with Miles Thurman. Absolutely, yeah. There's quite a few people actually, you know. Freaking Mason Bowen's one of them. Lemon's another one. Yes. Let's see who else. Trash. Let's see. But Trash kind of already made a name for himself, so.
Oh yeah, I mean Trash and Adam Alexander are very well known here in RWA. I mean, they have made a name for themselves. They are some of the most well-known RWA superstars. I mean, that is acting.
Yeah, totally.
Also switching subjects a bit to the superstar shake-up. I mean, Garbage on his way to Alpha Omega. I mean, any thoughts on that?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't think that was originally supposed to happen, because from what I was heard, Chaos was actually supposed to go to Alpha Omega. You think he would have cared where he went, or you think he would have just continued to crack skulls wherever he went?
To be fair, I feel like Chaos would have wanted more of a switch. I mean, to see some more talent. I don't think it would have made much of a difference, but I think it given him more of an opportunity to examine the roster's talent, it probably would have been better for his career.
Oh yeah, totally. But as you see, the shake-up, you know, he's got some new people over there that I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind fighting. Trash would be one of them, you know. Him and Thurman, him and Miles Thurman would renew their rivalry, you know.
I
But
agree with you, Devin. There are superstars.
yes, but like the master always says, you teach your student a lot, but you don't teach them everything. There are things that Chaos hasn't even taught to Thurman that he knows how to beat Thurman in.
I mean, how many matches have Chaos and Thurman had together, one-on-one?
Quite a lot. I remember one, there was a submission match in particular where freaking Chaos just utterly dominated him.
And Thurman tapped out?
Yes. Even though he would never admit it, he tapped. It was a good 20-minute match.
And Thurman was... What submission was it? Was it one of Chaos's regulars?
No, it was at the time he had a finisher called the Rings of Chaos, which was modified PTO.
Oh.
Yes, but because of the submission rule and all that, he had to get rid of it. He had to find a way to adapt to new style finishers. As you see, the Judgment Day, you know, End of Days, you know, the Chaotic Possession, which was which was actually one of his original finishers that, you know, he was actually happy to have come back. That put away a lot of opponents in his book.
Did you agree with the submission rule? Or?
Yes and no, because it's not as broken as it used to be. I would say if they did bring submissions back, it was only allowed to be used as a finisher, one time only. But even then, it's still cheap, because if they don't tap out, they're basically pretty much in red, no matter what. That's where I wouldn't agree on as well.
So you preferred it without submissions?
Pretty much, yes.
I mean, that's a wise decision. I think I have to agree with that myself. Just to ask, is Chaos a current Hall of Famer?
honestly, in his eyes, he doesn't care if he goes to the Hall of Fame or not. He was already a Hall of Famer where he was originally from. You know, he basically held every title in that company that they had, you know. There was maybe one or two titles that were retired that he never got his hands on that he always wanted to get. And he was actually inducted into the Hall of Fame over there. But the fact of the matter is, when shit hit the fan and all that, like, you know, you see the current position he's in now, he's basically labeled an outcast with his old former group, you know.
I mean, I guess I agree with you there, but I mean, the thing with it is, I mean, Chaos, I mean, you could say he's treated as a Hall of Fame. I mean, what he's done, I mean, he's technically achieved something a Hall of Famer should have. I mean, as RWA, I mean, looking at RWA size on YouTube, I mean, it is one of the biggest wrestling companies out there. I mean, isn't the Hall of Fame status that you'd like to achieve in the near future, if not soon?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't mind, but like I said, you know, he wouldn't basically care about going to the Hall of Fame, you know, because he likes doing what he does, basically, you know. Like I said, I'm not that type like how Vader is, where he posts everything about, oh, I did this, blah 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 blah, but yet goes down with one fucking slap or snapmare, you know.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying there. I mean,
Yeah.
but I mean, look, at the moment, I believe the RWA Hall of Fame is very slim.
Yeah, very slim. I would, believe it or not, I would see Chaos in it one day.
Now, Chaos, as I said, he is a really naturally gifted superstar. I mean, at the moment, who is it in the RWA Hall of Fame?
I think it's just two people. That's beautiful, and I think Miles.
Beautiful Kendrick and who? That's right, you might cut out there. Who is it you said?
Miles Thurman.
Isn't Lemon also in the Hall of Fame? Chaos? Pirate? Is Lemon also in the Hall of Fame?
Yes, Lemon is currently a Hall of Famer as a commentator. One of the few very best commentators there was.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about that. I had to use the bathroom, so I put my mic on mute.
Oh, that's fine. So is it free RWA has?
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, would you say that the 3-day team at the moment would be Tyrant, Yellow, Black Metal, and possibly Kelvin James?
Totally. Like I said, like Chaos says all the time, he feels RWA is like his new home and all that. He's here to have fun. He's just here to have fun, you know. And if he's got to split heads to get shit done, he's got to split heads. As you saw, he not only wrecked shop not once but twice, you know, and through the RWA roster. Which, if you're able to, once is pretty impressive, but two times is damn near fucking impossible.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I agree with it. At the moment, I mean, so, I mean, as I said, current RWA Hall of Fame consists of Miles Thurman. I believe Miles Thurman was the first Hall of Famer, was it?
That I don't know. Chaos joined in late 2017.
Beautiful Kendrick also a Hall of Famer, right?
Yes. But like I said, in my eyes, what Lemon has to do if he wants to make a name for himself, wreck shop. Find the biggest and baddest person and just run right through him when he least expects it.
I agree with that, but I mean the style of Lemon is, I mean, he's more of a backstage superstar.
Yes, but maybe Lemon could also go through a revamping stage. You know, become something that nobody expected, like possibly a force to be reckoned with or something in the near future.
I do agree with that, but I mean Lemon is one of the older RWA superstars. I mean,
yes.
That's why I mean he hasn't been in the ring as much as what people would have expected.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, I mean, I'm glad that he's made it to the Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just Furman, LG, Lemon. I mean, I know, of course, the near future we'll see Chaos in there. Yellow and Black Metal were definite, and Kelvin James. I believe that.
Well, I think Calvin James would get to that status if he would drop that whole new breed shit. That's what's holding him back. Believe it or not.
But I heard the American Trash wants to make it into the Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, I believe so too. You know, he's pretty good talent. You know, solid upper mid carder. That's actually a pretty good force to be reckoned with.
And he was the #1 draft pick for Alpha Omega.
Yeah, totally. You know.
I mean, he held the Intercontinental Championship.
Oh yeah, totally. What do you think about Shaman going over to Alpha Omega?
I mean, that was a bit of a shock. I mean, after Shimon Anderson left, wasn't it a loss to Big Show?
I think so. I think that's what caused him to leave, was that loss.
I believe it was Big Show. I believe it was Big Show first, Shimon Anderson.
Yeah.
On the line was Shimon Anderson's Intercontinental title and Big Show's world title, the winner takes all.
Yeah.
Shimon Anderson lost, and he left RWA from there. But I believe he did make a surprise entrance in the RWA Royal Rumble, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
I mean, and then from there, I mean, I believe he signed a new contract with RWA in the recent Superstar Shake-Up. Am I correct?
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, speaking of that subject, something I wanted to talk about is Big Show at the moment. I mean, Alpha won that match with Shimon Anderson, who won the Intercontinental and World Championship.
Yeah,
but he defended it in a triple threat match where Trash and Garbage were to team him and take the titles. I mean, since then, where's Big Show been? He's lost his titles, and where's his career going for him?
I still see Big Show as a possible threat. You know, he's the cruiserweight that fights like a heavyweight, and that is something that you don't see every day in cruiserweights.
How would you describe his movesets?
His movesets are very well balanced and all that.
That's a fair style.
Pretty much, yeah.
Another thing with it, I mean, when he was holding the Intercontinental and World Championship, title, I mean, he was looking extremely dominant. But do you think it was fair that Trash and Garbage were able to team him and take both his titles in one night?
Not really, but I mean, if that's how you have to take down a red hot superstar that's basically on a massive win streak, that you know if you fight him one-on-one in a singles match that he's just going to run all over you. As Chaos would say, as a heel, you do whatever it takes to win, you know?
Wait, so would you say that anyone like Chaos or a member of Cult of Chaos or someone of the Hall of Fame status would do something like that?
No.
So no Cult of Chaos member or Chaos would their team take down another threat?
Oh no, see that's with Chaos, he's very unpredictable, you know. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, you know, let's do this," and then turn around 2 seconds later and just turn right on you yourself, you know.
Well, the way the triple threat match worked is whoever got the first pinfall got to win the Intercontinental Championship, and whoever got the second fall would win the World Championship. Do you think Chaos will be the type of superstar to try and get both pinfalls, to try and get both championships?
As much as he would, yeah, but like I said, he wouldn't mind elevating younger talent, or you know, talent that he feels that is worth his time elevating. You know, like I said, with him and King K, that wasn't really worth his time to elevate him. But like I said, during his financial problems and all that, he had no other choice. You know.
I mean, yeah, another thing I want to talk about, I mean, we've been talking a lot about superstars at the moment. I want to talk about the RWA editing team.
Oh yeah? Who's does that consist of?
I mean, I know Holy's in it, I believe Target's in it, I believe Yellow's in it, I believe King K and Moderns have something to do with it. Now, I believe that there is a lot of people in the RWA editing team, and I want to ask how you feel about the current editing of shows and how they're produced.
Some have good ideas, some just have really shit that doesn't deserve to be ran with, but it's still ran. You know, like Black Metal, when he first became GM in the company that I was in, he was good, but over time he gotten better. He's gotten more ideas with the matches and all that and stuff like that. And this motherfucker's working with Jason. Ain't that a bitch? I'm sorry to get off topic.
Yeah. It's still good. Topics.
Yeah.
So I mean, would you ever go into a role backstage or editing, commentating, maybe?
Yeah. You see how he is on the mic. He's very straightforward and doesn't really take shit from anybody. That might cause him a lot of heat backstage if he does.
Don't see him involved with GM role, maybe?
Something like that, yeah. But like you said, you know, he wouldn't mind actually having like a backstage role and all that. But like I said, he's how does he put it? He's too much of an asshole to fucking do stuff like that, you know. Like I don't know, just him when he's in the chat rooms or whenever he does a promo, he's very straightforward about shit. If he feels like something's not being done right, he's very vocal about it. And if the roster hates him for it, the roster hates him for it. He won't give two fucks, you know.
Oh yeah. Another topic is, if you were the GM in the draft, who would you draft early on?
If I would have had my own draft, and who would I draft early on?
From the current RWA roster.
Honestly, Calvin James or Percy Owens. Like I said, them two are really good.
I mean, that is quite confident there, but someone I feel like I would choose is someone we haven't spoken about yet, but I'd probably have to say Seth Evans.
Seth Evans is an amazing talent, you know.
I mean, would you choose Seth Evans early on?
Totally, yeah. He would be actually like my number 2 or number 3 pick if he was still on the board. If not Seth Evans, then Marco Sparks.
Oh yeah, Seth Evans and Marcus Sparks are well, both really good superstars.
Yeah.
To be fair, I prefer Seth Evans. And who would you say?
I like Marco Sparks, to be honest. I like how he's very cocky and confident in what he does, and sometimes that does come back to bite him in the ass, but he still finds ways to work it out, even when it does come back and bite him in the ass.
Have you ever competed against one of them?
Marco Sparks in his early days.
And who was victorious in that match?
Chaos was.
Was it a one-sided match, would you argue, or a very even, well-balanced
Yeah,
match?
it was more like a test match. See what he was able to do.
And what was he able to do against you?
He saw potential in him, but just not like the potential he has now. You know.
Would you say that he's one of the better superstars that have developed over his time here in RWA?
Yes, he would be more like a sleeper. You know, nobody expected a lot out of him, but turned around and fucking proved everybody wrong.
I mean, if you were to fight him now, I mean, how do you think that would end up?
I think that would end up as a 50-50.
So you were comparing on the levels of you.
Not only me, but you know, Black Metal, Miles, Percy Owens, Calvin James.
How about the legendary Lemon?
Totally.
I mean, I'd say maybe not as good as Lemon, but I mean, definitely on the same
Honestly, me,
levels.
besides Chet Lemon would have to be my second favorite out of the commentary.
I feel like Chet Lemon and Lemon need to form a tag team.
I think them two need to honestly be a commentating team, because as you see, Chet Lemon is a heel.
And Lemon's, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, Lemon would be neutral, and Chet Lemon would just be that one that's like, they're nothing, you know.
one thing that's what I've been trying to talk about is how have you been feeling ever since the commentator team haven't really been around? I mean, now it's solo commentary. It used to be two-man commentator teams. It's gone down to solo now.
It's good. You have to give people the chance to whatchamacallit, develop on their own.
I mean, I agree with that. But don't you think the two-man commentary team?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Honestly, like I said, I would love a two-man commentary team. Me, honestly, the person that Chet Lemon would love to work with would be Mean Boy or Calvin James.
I believe Mean Boy is one of the superstars that have given up with the commentary. I mean, he's gone more to wrestling.
Yes, but with me, in my eyes, if you put them two together, they will be hilarious.
I mean, one commentator that has been doing it for a long time is Elite. How do you feel about him?
Elite's good. It's just that he gets into the matches, which is actually really good and all that, But the fact of the matter is, it's just he's stale sometimes with it, Like another one, LG is really good with it. I like LG's commentary too.
Well, a long time ago, well, not too long ago. It was a good couple of months ago. There was a vote on one of the videos. And the vote was who was the favourite commentator. And it was LG, Lemon, Mean Boy, and Elite. I believe that 60% of the votes went to LG, 35 went to Tasker, 25% went to Mean Boy. I don't believe Elite got any votes.
Oh wow.
Well,
Tasker got a good amount of votes. How do you think he would have felt about that if he would have won that?
We have to escape.
I felt like LG was the favourite since the start. I mean, LG's been doing it a lot longer. That is a thing there. So to be fair, I think most people expected him. And to be fair, I expected Elite to do a lot better than what he expected him to do a lot better than what he got. I expected a good couple of votes.
Oh yeah, totally.
I believe in total there were around the area of about 20 votes. So it's just there are a lot of voters involved. In fact, you didn't get more than what you got. It's just a bit of a shock.
Yeah.
I think I believe towards the end, Mean Boy started to get more votes and started to catch up with Tasker a bit. LG, throughout the whole vote, stayed quite dominant, stayed in control, stayed first. I'd say the only time is at the start. The votes went to 50%. 50% was Tasker and LG, but very quickly it changed. So LG, of course, first, followed by Tasker, then Mean Boy, then Elite.
Me, I'm just gonna say this. I think Mean Boy rigged it towards the end.
I mean, working with MCW, very easily you could get the MCW superstars to vote for him. But I feel like Mean Boy is a fair superstar.
Oh yeah, totally. Now, there's one MCW person I would love to see that should come back to RWA.
Come back?
Yes.
Is it a previous superstar?
She was in the RWA roster for a little while.
This isn't Tori, is it?
Yes.
Oh. I've never been a fan of Tori. Can you tell me why?
I don't really know a lot about her character, but like I said, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind mixing it up with some of the guys,
Well, I believe the reason she left was she lost the match. I believe it was a televised match, and I believe it wasn't the most recent match she left. She abandoned RWA to work with MCW.
Why? For one bad match?
One bad match. Now, that's one thing I don't agree with. Dunon was referred to.
Hey, like I said, I'm pretty sure that you called some of Chaos's matches. Not all. He doesn't always have the best matches, as you can see.
I mean, that is true, but I'm pretty sure that Tori said it was unfair.
Yeah. I really didn't see that match, so I wouldn't know. But who was she going up against?
All I know is that Dunon was involved in that.
Who was?
Dunon was.
Well,
You say Dunon?
What happened?
well, I would have loved to see RWA have like their own women's division and have Tori basically be the face. You know?
I disagree with that. I mean, did you ever watch Tarstina's talents?
Yes, but there was also some of the talent from where I used to come from that I was trying to persuade to come over here. Some of them are really good, and Chaos trained a lot of them himself, so he knows good talent when he sees it.
I mean, I know there aren't many. I mean, the female division. Is there a female division currently in RWA?
Not that, no. Basically, if there is, you'd have the males portraying the female superstars, which, in my eyes, I'm not really a big fan of, you know? There are female players out there that do play WWE, you just gotta search for them, you know?
I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, the only one I've come across is Tori.
My friend Amber, she was with RWA for a little bit. I don't know why she up and left. I think it's because she wanted a match with Tori, and I don't think it happened. You know?
Did Tori back out?
I don't think it was. I don't think she backed out. I think it was never booked.
I mean, to be fair, I don't see many companies with general female divisions with female superstars playing as a female.
Oh no, where I came from, we had our own women's division. You could even ask Black Metal on that one; he would tell you.
Wait, how many female superstars were there?
There was about, what was there, 14 altogether.
How many male?
None of them were males. They were all female players.
All female players.
Yes.
How big was the company as a whole in terms of all superstars?
What was it, about 60 strong at one time?
And how did the company go? The company name?
It was,
ECW, is it?
yes.
So wait, what is it? How did that fall? What happened?
Well, the fact of the matter is, it fell because of the way how basically when I was GM, I was a fair GM, you know. But when Dark Soul was running it, it was all about his way. He didn't want to listen to reason or nothing like that, you know. And when Holy was appointed GM, he was trying to come up with ideas. He would get shot down. They would automatically get shot down, you know, which I didn't think was fair. You know, I was like, dude, some of these ideas were really fucking good. You know, like for example, we wanted to have like an ultra violent deathmatch championship that got turned down.
Wait, is there right now? Is the company still alive? Still relevant?
If it is, I really don't give two fucks.
Did you have a fallout? Is that why you left?
It became more of a burden than having fun, you know.
So all the women in that company are current free agents, correct?
Yes, because most of them were when I was GM. They all came. I went out and recruited a lot of them, and basically, they wouldn't have really listen. How can I put it? They wouldn't really listen to nobody else because they were recruited by me. They felt like that, you know, when I was GM, that, you know, I was the better GM. But, you know, now they're like, they're just out and about doing their own thing, you know.
So
Amber was one of them. Amber was really good talent, actually. I really saw a future with her. Really good female talent too. And then there was another one. She was just real cocky and arrogant. Kind of started bullying everybody. So we had to kick her out. We had no choice because she was starting to starting to bully people because she thought she was better than everybody else.
Wait, would you say he was one of the younger female superstars, one of the older ones?
Honestly, I wouldn't know who was younger and older because their personal lives I really try not to get into. That's none of my business, or or nothing like that, you know.
Oh, I mean, I understand you. I understand you.
Right.
And another, what is it? There's something else I wanted to talk about. I feel like it's escaped my mind at the moment. But on the topic of female superstars, are any of them still available to join RWA?
Totally. I'm pretty sure if I get in contact with them and I tell them, you know, like, look, I'm no longer with blah blah blah. You know, I'm with actually a real good friend of mine's company and all that. He's actually looking for actually real female talent to come over and join. I'm pretty sure they'll join in a heartbeat if they find out that I'm over.
How big was OCW's channel in size? YouTube channel?
We never really had a YouTube channel. That was the thing. I recently started up my YouTube page about what, maybe about six months to a year ago. And you know,
yeah.
I just do basically random things, gaming. As you see, most of my games are Friday the 13th. I do have other games like Bloodborne, .hack, Final Fantasy. You know, I'm always asking my subscribers whatever games they want me to play that, you know, they want to see, but they never get in contact with me. For all you subscribers out there, fuck yous all. I hate yous for doing that.
Oh. I mean, now I will of course make sure to leave you a subscription.
Totally, yeah. I'm always down for subs, you know. Hell, I even joke around with my subscribers. I'm like, look, man, I'm really low on subscribers. I will send nudes for subs just to fuck with people.
I mean, do you not get any response from any of the subscribers?
I do sometimes here and there, you know, a couple friends, you know, real life friends that I know too, you know.
One thing I wanted to say is that, well, as OCW never really had a YouTube channel and was never really televised, don't you think some of the matches were wasted as they were never viewed to the public?
I honestly really thought they were, and I thought a lot of the talent was being wasted because it wasn't televised, you know.
So do you think that's one of the reasons OCW wasn't as successful as something like RWA?
Yeah, because Black Metal even mentioned that one time, and that got shot down. And I honestly thought that was an amazing idea. You know, that was the show who would have been the bigger names. You know, people would have had their own favorites. I'm pretty sure Chaos has his own favorite people among RWA that like him and all that. I know as of right now though, he's still one of the most hated on that roster.
I was also viewing a bit about this channel page. Do you think you could maybe, for a larger audience, get access to the RWA YouTube channel and make forecasts for that?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm pretty sure if I talked to Holy about that, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind, you know?
I mean, I would recommend you doing that, because not only would you get your videos out to a larger audience, but I mean, it would get addressed to the RWA roster themselves for them to see.
Oh yeah, totally. Like I said, I've been wanting to do a podcast with Holy for a while. He's always agreed. He's like, yeah, I'm down, but we never really got a chance to do it, you know? Either something happened, or, you know, he's just too stoned, or, you know, something else happened, which is totally cool. I'm fine with, but I told him whenever he wants, just let me know, and I'll be willing to do it, you know?
I mean, looking at the channel name itself, don't you think it'd be better off to change to something more relevant to the topic? I mean, as we're doing forecasts related to RWA, you know, the channel name should be something related to that topic.
And like I said, this is my personal YouTube page and all that. So I mean, if I do that, it's got to be like I have to have certain stipulations or something like that, you know. But you know, like I said, the one rule with me is, if you're going to be on my podcast or if you're going to do videos with me, you got to have a cool ass nickname, you know.
But have there been any other people who have been featured in your forecast before?
Oh yeah, a couple of my friends, you know. Honestly, the one person, there's actually quite a few people I would like to get. That would be Miles. I think me doing a video with him would be hilarious. Jello would be another one. Mean Boy would be fucking amazing to have a video with. Me and him would have just been fucking hilarious. Actually, I think there is a video with me and Mean Boy. We were actually playing Yu-Gi-Oh together.
How did that go?
It went pretty well, actually. It was fucking just randomly cracking jokes, you know, having fun. Like, normal things, you know?
I mean, I agree. So, I mean, RWA Superstars, what's the channel?
Mike comments on it just to troll every now and then, and I just ignore it. And Mike knows it doesn't bother me, so he don't really do it no more. I think Jello was one. Holy watches some of my videos every now and then. I feel like, yeah, I like the concept of the channel. I like the idea. Yeah, totally. But like I said, I'm always willing to listen to my subscribers if they have, you know, suggestions for games and all that. Like, you know, get this game, it's worth playing, or, you know, don't get this, it's not worth it, you know, it'll just be a waste of money, you know, or this game's not living up to the hype, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's one game in particular that I'm looking forward to.
The game is?
Last of Us 2.
I haven't really looked into that. Can you explain it a bit more?
Oh yeah, totally. It's an apocalyptic zombie game, but it's not being released until next year. And another game that I would love to play, and I've been a huge fan of it, is Kingdom Hearts.
I once again don't know too much about that. Can you explain that?
Kingdom Hearts is an RPG game. It's based off of Disney characters mixed in with, like, you know, the world of Final Fantasy and stuff like that.
And just to ask real quick, how long has your YouTube channel been around for?
Well, I did a video about 3 years ago. I was just bashing on Justin Bieber, you know, George Bush, and, you know, how the Illuminati was running 9/11 and shit like that. It was that video was actually taken down quite a few times, actually, believe it or not.
Well, your most viewed videos from 5 years ago, according to like YouTube statistics.
Yes.
What happened in that video?
Which was what, the very first one where it said the wild one or something like that?
Yeah.
Yes, that was the one where I was just bashing Justin Bieber and fucking George Bush and them.
And looking at your comment, don't use my real name, arsehole. It's the Rock of Mars. Would you like to explain that?
Yeah, I was young, I was stupid then. No, I'm playing. Yeah, but my real life friend, he used my real name on the comments and all that, and I told him don't do that because I don't want people that are subscribed to me knowing my real name.
Is there a reason for that?
No reason. It's just I'm one of the people that are very private in real life. You know, I keep to myself. You know.
So you don't like your first name being known?
No, it's not that. It's just that, you know, like I said, I'm a very private person. You know, if I get a subscriber and they use my real name, I'm gonna be like, who the fuck are you? Like something like that, you know. And how do you know me? And I would be like, how do you know me by that name? Blah blah blah. You know, it would just be a big conflict with me.
But don't you think it'd be better for people to interact with you, know?
Yes, my real life friends do have my YouTube page and all that, and they know, you know, if they do use my real name and all that, just make something up, like, you know, Squiggly SpongeBob or some shit like that, like a code name or something, you know.
I mean, is there any way you can get your videos out to a larger audience?
Oh yeah, totally. I'm always doing YouTube videos. Like I said, you know, I think it's just because of the shit I say. Like, I'm very controversial on my videos. As you can tell, I basically say and do what I want because they're my videos, you know. And I think a lot of the audience don't really like that, but screw them, who cares, you know.
How popular are you? How many subscribers do you currently have?
I think I have like 46, 47.
How long ago was this?
thought maybe a couple months ago.
I feel like a lot of people have unsubscribed to you, Steve.
Oh yeah, how many do I have?
You're 35 now.
Yeah, like I said, I'm very controversial with the shit I say, so I always lose subscribers, which doesn't really bother me, you know. I do this for fun. I don't do this to get famous.
But wouldn't it be nice to gain following?
No, not really.
So, like, I don't feel it then. Like, if you don't want to gain a following, what's the point?
I do it for fun. It's just something. I wouldn't like to do.
Ah, you play WWE Supercard.
Yes.
You still play it now?
Totally. I'm on season 4 right now. I'm working on Last Man Standing now. I'm ranked pretty high in it, and my team tier is Titan, and I am a Titan tier myself.
I mean, I used to play the game, but one of the reasons I don't play it myself is just the time involved.
Yeah, my job keeps me busy from always playing it, but when I do have the time, I'll sit down and play. You know, I have a couple friends on here that I play Supercard with. Little Mo 16, Flo, good people on here, you know. Really cool people, you know. Friends I have on Facebook. Believe it or not, DJ was actually a part of my team at one time.
DJ?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing of it is, one thing with Supercard is the events, such as team events and solo events and rank mode. Doesn't it end up with too much time?
I don't care about the rank modes. The team events I really thought was bullshit because they only have 4 events, but they just dropped a new event which is called Last Man Standing. It was like PCP, but it's a little bit better. Yeah.
I mean, I understand. Yeah. So you're still up to the game, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm as I have to be on basically Supercard almost a lot because I run my own clan on there and all that. So as the leader, I have to be on there even when I don't want to be. You know.
So would you ever put any points in the game?
No, not at all.
I don't know. I felt like it's just the time involved in these and the reasons I stopped playing it. I couldn't keep up. I just couldn't keep up with it. I mean, I was on the teams who constantly wanted to do the team battlegrounds and team events.
Oh yeah, totally. But I'm gonna get ready to end this, so I'm gonna wrap this up. It was nice having you on my show. This is Chaos the Undying with my special guest here today.
Thank you.
No problem, man. It was good to have you, you know. Wouldn't mind having you again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to come back.
Alright, man. Talk to you later, man. Alright, later.